Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the domino. You blew up the dominoes and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Well, now it appears as though the situation we assumed to be minor turns out to be a bigger problem after all. I don't sense Goku's life energy anywhere, in fact. I think it's best if we take caution while moving out and about, for we are yet to uncover the dangers that waits for us within the darkness without us knowing.
As our story continues with Goku now being shown having to come face to face with the 4 Dark Masters of the Demon Realm by himself, with Goku now being placed in a very sticky situation, it was only from there where Goku went on to comment, "You're looking to take it? What do you mean by take the multiverse?" Goku asks. "What are you 4 talking about? Are their powers off the charts? I don't sense anything coming from those 4 outside of pure evil. And they're all strong, there's no doubt about it," Goku says. "How do you know so much about our fight with Merno?" he asks. "You're all certainly up to no good, and if taking the multiverse or whatever it is that you want to do is your goal, then I won't let you reach it," he shouts. "Not on my watch," as Jogo went on to respond, "And just what do you think you're going to do that will prevent us from achieving our goal?" The answer is quite simple, and that's nothing. You may be an elite level warrior in your realm, but down here you are nothing more than an animal waiting to be butchered. Our realms operate differently, Sei and Gira went on to chime in. You don't hold the advantage, so as long as you're down here with us, we do. We know all about you because we have been watching you, so there's nothing that you can showcase that will surprise us, with Goku asking, "Oh yeah? Well, tough luck, because if I can battle it out and hold off against someone like Merno, then I can surely hold my own against the 4 of you without any issues. I can't allow for any of you to do what you're intending to do," Goku shouts, "especially not after what we went through with that angel, so if it's a fight you want, then it's a fight you're all going to get, and I don't care how many of you there are, nor what the playing field of our fight is. I'm not backing down." "You truly are a naive little man, aren't you?" Toro asks. "Sometimes tragedies are needed in order for there to be miracles, but unfortunately for you, mortal, there will be no miracles for you here today, so just try it," with Bakara responding, "Should we snuff the life out of him or feed on his soul before we siphon his power to master Raijin once he awakens? Perhaps we should kill this Saiyan and bring him back to life only to kill him a second time. Gira, what do you say?" with Gira responding, "I say we do to the fool what that bastard Grand Priest did to Merno and erase his very essence until there's nothing left. But before we tear his soul apart, since he's down here, let's have a little fun with him first before he dies. Oh, it's been a very long time since we've slaughtered a mortal anyways, Dark Lords." "Oh, I second that," Gira Bakara says. "So let's have some fun with this creature before we shred him into an oblivion. We will give you one chance to show us what you can do. Entertain us us while you're here. Oh, I'll entertain you for it, alright, Goku shouts, as it was only within that very moment where Goku did not waste any more time by from there being shown jumping straight into his mastered Ultra Instinct form, as with all 4 Dark Masters now being shown having to seemingly be surprised by this, it was only from there where Gira went on to respond, look, it's that power he used against the Angel. So the mortal truly hasn't lost his ability to use such a power, Bakara says, to which with Goku not being shown wasting any more time by from there being shown dashing directly at Toro, with neither of the 4 Dark Masters being shown having to move during this, it was only then where Goku went on to shout, and you're their leader, right? Then I'll start with you. Here's your entertainment, demon. And you think this is supposed to scare me, Toro asks? You have much to learn, as before Goku could even be shown having to connect a singular punch, he was only then shown being frozen solid. As Toro went on to continue, we here play by a different set of rules. We here operate on a completely different level, mortal. So much for your Ultra Instinct, Bakara says. Frozen in place, and I've barely lifted my finger. Feeling stuck? As it was only upon Goku now being shown having to be frozen in place, Jogo the Dark Master had from there went on to address Goku by telling him, this light you are harboring is starting to really bother me. Come, allow me to feast. As it was only to Goku's horrifying surprise, with Jogo now being shown literally having to eat the aura of Ultra Instinct, Goku could not believe as to what was going on before him, as Goku went on to ask, what's happening? I can't move. What are you doing? My Ultra Instinct, did you just eat it? Darn it, I can't do anything. Very scrumptious, Jogo says. Delectable and satisfying. As even with the other demons beneath having to watch this in absolute disbelief, we only from that moment then see how Toro had gone as far as to uppercut Goku in the stomach by then telling him, maybe now you can see and begin to realize on just how hopeless you truly are down here with us. This is our domain, and you will never leave now that you're here, Toro says. To which with Goku now being shown slumping on forward onto Toro's arm and literally now being shown getting knocked out cold, it was only as with the other Dark Masters having to observe this where Gira went on to respond, oh, how disheartening. Look, he's already sleeping after just 1 shot. And this is bad, because with Goku's body now being shown descending on down to the ground, that was when Toro went on to continue, double check to make sure that no one else has crossed into our realm from his. In the meantime, he will be taken and locked away within the siphoning chamber for further testing. He will be of great use to us in being the first to create the shadow demons by using his blood. And once we are done harvesting this Saiyan for his power, we will leave him to later be devoured by Master Raijin once the Super Dragon Balls are used to set him free. Exercise extreme caution when going back into the mortal realms, Toro adds. They are all likely searching for this mortal Saiyan as we speak. The chains of chaos ought to hold him. We will leave the rest up to you to take care of, General Raiga. We will continue our mission in collecting the Dragon Balls, with General Raiga responding, understood, my masters. He won't be going anywhere. Shall I have his blood be duplicated first? With Toro responding, as long as he remains alive for Master Raijin to feast upon, you may do as you like with him, with Raiga responding, excellent. As all the while in the meantime, when then going back to Dende and Vegeta on Kame's lookout, it would only now seem as though Vegeta is trying to do the best that he possibly can in finding Goku, as Vegeta went on to comment, I can't get a lock on Kakarot's life energy anywhere. He just disappeared without a trace. I don't sense his life force anywhere throughout the universe, and I'm looking in almost every corner of it. He's not here, with Dende responding, well, he couldn't have just vanished into another universe, right? Because if he's not in this universe or in any of the others, then the idiot is more than likely in another realm if his life force cannot be felt anywhere. But it was only as Vegeta was trying to locate Goku's life energy where from out of nowhere both Piccolo and Gohan had now arrived on the lookout, as even they themselves seemed to be putting the entire situation into question, as Gohan went on to ask, hey guys, sorry we're late. We came as soon as we felt a slight disturbance that was coming from up here here, with Piccolo asking, "You mind telling us what that strange energy was that we felt coming from up here? And where's Goku? He was here too with you, wasn't he?" As Dende responds, "Well, he was, but he's gone now, and we don't know where he is. It's like his energy signature just vanished. We were attacked by some little devilish ghoul who wanted our blood for something," Vegeta says. He was also very aware of who we both were after telling us all about how he knew us from our battle with Merno. "Merno!" Gohan and Piccolo shout. The fact that an unknown creature from a seemingly different realm would come here and know so much about what happened here with Merno raises a lot of questions, Piccolo says. Not to mention also seemingly knowing about both Goku and Vegeta as well, he adds. "Listen to me, both of you," Vegeta says. "I'm going to see if Lord Beerus and Whis may know of where Kakarot went, so in the meantime, keep your eyes open around here just in case," with Gohan responding, "Right, you got it, Vegeta. Good luck out there." As the very second Vegeta was then shown having to instant transmission his way onto Beerus' planet, upon having to leave everybody behind, it was only from there where Dende went on to ask, "Is it just me here, or does anyone else have a bad feeling about all of this?" "No, you're not the only one, Dende," Piccolo says. "Tell me, did this creature mention anything else?" he asks. "Was he able to get what he came here for after meeting Goku and Vegeta?" "I'm honestly not quite sure of what he was referring to when he spoke about these Dark Masters, but he seemed very sure of whatever he was sent here to do was going to be completed." "Well, either way," Gohan went on to chime in, "none of this sounds like good news in the slightest. It was bad enough dealing with that freak the first time around, and I'm not looking to rumble with Merno again." "Well, that creature wanted to get something out of Goku and Vegeta," Piccolo says, "and so for whatever purpose that may be, we have to be ready. Tell me something, and be honest with me, Gohan. Have you kept up with your training since that angel's destruction?" with Gohan responding, "I, haven't really been keeping up all that much since Merno," with Piccolo responding, "Well, go figure. We can't be sitting around just waiting to die like the last time, so for the sake of protecting this planet along with everyone on it, we'll need to train and train hard," Piccolo says. "If there truly is something out there that's waiting for us, then we have to be ready no matter what challenge it may be. Do you remember how helpless we were against Merno when he was moments away from destroying the entire planet? We can't let something like that repeat itself. We've been through too much," Piccolo says. "And though we haven't seen many of those old faces who fought alongside us before, I think it's time we do. The others may not even be aware of what's going on outside of us. But don't you think that with Lord Beerus, Broly, Gamma 1, Majin Buu, and the others around, that whatever might be out there just doesn't stand a chance?" "Even so," Piccolo responds, "we can't chance it. The risk is just simply too great for us to overlook. We'll have to act now and prepare for whatever that creature was talking about, because if we don't, then we're just as good as dead. Who knows what's going on around here now," he says. "But Gohan, listen to me. Your paperwork and little books can wait, because if we don't act on this now, then there won't even be a planet for you to do your work in, so get ready. We aren't going to wait this one out. We will begin our training here on Earth immediately. No excuses," Piccolo shouts. "We'll train down below before returning to use the time chamber if needed, so I need you at your absolute best while down there, Gohan. Remember a while back when you and I reached new levels of power after fighting the Gammas in Cell Max? Those are the forms that we need to sharpen. I hope you haven't forgotten about them. Now, you know this isn't going to be easy," Piccolo continues, "but it's time that we evolve into becoming the strongest that we can possibly become. Is your mind where it needs to be, Gohan?" with Gohan responding, "Yeah, I'm all in with you on this, Piccolo. We may never reach that angel's power, but at least we'll come that much closer into doing so if we take action now," Piccolo says. "You will need to remember the pain from that day in order for it to push you. It'll be the ultimate motivator to get you going. Here, now get out of those damn rags and get comfortable," Piccolo says. As it was only upon Piccolo having to be shown changing Gohan's outfit where Gohan went on to respond, "I'm ready. Thank you, Piccolo. Even though it may have been a while, I'm still as sharp as I was when we fought Merno, so let's see how far we can go." "Wonderful," Piccolo says. says. That's what I wanted to see. And as for you, Dende, I trust that you will keep this place safe while we're away training down there, Piccolo says. And don't worry, me and Gohan aren't as reckless as Goku and Vegeta are, with Dende responding, thank you, Piccolo. And if anything comes up here, then I'll be sure to contact you just in case. Just please be careful out there. As with both Piccolo and Gohan then shown leaving, both Dende and Mr. Popo were now left by themselves on the lookout. As Dende went on to continue, I sure do hope that Vegeta is able to find Goku, Mr. Popo. I just can't help but shake this feeling in my heart after seeing that little thing just pop up from out of nowhere. I hope this doesn't bring chaos at our front doorstep again like it did with that crazy angel Merno, Dende says. In which all the while, when then going back to the demon realm, in seeing as to how Goku was now slowly but surely beginning to wake up, it only now appears as though Goku seems to be chained and locked up within a very mysterious pod. As Goku went on to respond, what happened? Oh, my head is killing me. Where am I? And why do I feel so weak? What the heck are these? I can't move my body. Everything feels like it's spinning. Who are you? Goku asks. Wait, I think I recognize you from earlier on the battlefield. You're that demon kid that attacked me, weren't you? And what exactly are you doing out here all by yourself? He continues. And where exactly are those 4 dark masters of yours? As we only from there see sitting across from Goku how indeed one of the demon individuals that had attacked him prior was now staring right in front of him. With the demon now becoming very curious about Goku, it was only from there where the demon went on to address Goku by telling him, you shut your mouth, mortal. I am the one who will be asking the questions around here, not you. You got that? Especially if you know what's good for you, so you can forget it. Now, tell me something. What exactly are you doing in the demon realm? And how did you find your way into this dimension? With Goku responding, we were originally attacked on Earth before I even got here. Me and my friend Vegeta were able to continue our training until one of your little demon buddies who goes by Burisu just came and tried to steal our blood, so I knocked him out and tied him up in order to get answers, but before we could get anything out of him, a strange portal opened behind him and pulled him back inside, and so while he attempted to blind us, I lunged at his feet and held on until I found myself here with all of you, with the demon responding, and so why didn't you kill Burisu when you had the chance? And better yet, why didn't you try and kill me when I attacked you on the battlefield? He asks. Are you really that weak, or is there something more to you? He questions. Some of us were told that you were one of the mortals who went against the fallen angel Merno when he had invaded and attacked the multiverse. Was one of those mortal warriors you? And don't act as though you don't even know what I'm talking about either, he says. From what I can gather, you appear to be of Saiyan descent, is that right? Or are you just an extremely lucky but yet very unfortunate mortal warrior who just so happened to have lucked out upon coming here? Jeez, Goku says, you guys really do have an anger problem down here. On top of knowing a lot about me and my friends in our battle with Merno, but yeah, I'm one of those Saiyans who battled against Merno in Universe 7. So could you tell me why I'm chained up and locked away in this pod now? And your energy, there's something different about you, Goku says, and you really don't appear to be as evil and ruthless as the others, but why? So you're one of them, the demon kid responds. How very interesting. Now I see why they crammed you into that siphoning chamber. But why do you appear to be so relaxed, the demon asks. And better yet, why didn't you kill some of us, including me, when you found your opportunity to do so? Now I can look into your eyes and see into your soul, and through it I don't see bloodlust or willful ignorance, the demon says. And it would seem as though you have many questions. A curious creature you are. So open your ears and pay very close attention to everything I'm about to tell you, Saiyan. As it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Master's Ultimate Resurrection Manga Chapter number 5 special then comes to a close. Now something strange seems to be going down involving both this mysterious demon kid and Goku, as even with the Dark Masters going as far as to make a quick example out of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, this only now begins to beg the question as to what exactly is going to happen to Goku while he remains trapped within the demon Demon Realm, and on top of what exactly this mysterious demon wants with Goku, as he is the only individual shown talking to him, to which all of this and so much more is going to be coming your way in the upcoming manga chapter, which is that of manga chapter number 6, which will of course be made available on Patreon first for all of my members to see. So if you not only want to go on ahead and support the channel along with all of the fan mangas that you guys see on the channel, but also would like to see the upcoming manga chapter along with gain exclusive access to so many other things, then I do encourage you all to become a member of my Patreon today, patreon.com/UnrealEntGaming, to which the links to that will be located down in the description box below and pinned comment section below as well, as I do want to thank each and every single one of you guys for not only being a part of the Patreon in making all of this happen, but by also showing your support. It really does go a long way. So again, I greatly appreciate you guys for your time. Thank you all so much for your support, in which once again, if you also just so happen to be new to the channel, that I do encourage you all to head on over and smash that subscribe button, on top of also being sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Tune back in for more, and with that being said, I want to thank you guys one more time, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy everybody and have a great day. Peace!
Hello! Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi!
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.